Hey there guys, Frankomatic here, taking a quick break from Panic due to my partner having to do a lot of overtime for a while, to go back to something we haven't seen in a while, the good old Commodore 64. What are we playing today? A black screen. No, actually, we are playing, eventually, yes, G.I. Joe. Because everybody loves G.I. Joe. Because I know I love G.I. Joe. You better love G.I. Joe too, or else you're in the wrong place. Because this game is the best game ever. And here we are. This is the entire game. No, actually it's not. Also, apparently, I forgot to, There we go. Now then, there are two modes of fighting Cobra in this game. These pointy ones here are personal combat, and these are heavy weapons combat. Let's do a personal combat first, because I hate the heavy weapons combat. And who are we going to be up against? Wow, Cobra Commander right off the bat. Well, that's interesting. And let's see, all the characters here have different speed and weapon recharges and damage abilities. I don't think I've used Spirit yet. Let's try Spirit. Spirit can take on Cobra Commander a bit. Bet you're thinking I would pick Duke, but no. I'm not going to pick Duke because Duke is actually kind of terrible in this. This is a loading screen, by the way. And we will suddenly and randomly be dropped into battle without any sort of forethought or warning. There it is. So now we walk around and try and shoot Cobra Commander in the face. Enough times to knock him out before he knocks us out. The little targets up under G.I. Joe and Cobra show when we can fire. Me and him, respectively. He has a bit more health than I do to start out with. Looks like his gun recharges a little faster too, so this is going to be a uphill battle. But this is half of the entire game. Isn't that great? Oh good, I do barely any damage either. Spirit, you are awful. This game is kind of like Archon, except, you know, shit. And most of the strategy involves waiting for the AI to just randomly wander into your line of fire. And as you might expect, everything in this game takes for fucking ever. Because it is bad. Also, I'm pretty sure that shot did pretty much no damage to Cobra Commander. Why did I choose you, Spirit? Oh right, because I hadn't used you before. And now I know never to use you again. Unfortunately, these fights are best of two. Well, it looks like I'm going to win eventually anyway. Because the AI in this game is, awful. And now we have to kill him the second time. It's essentially best out of three. So it's Mortal Kombat, the G.I. Joe game. And, you know, bad. So one of the 3D Mortal Kombat games. And I feel bad that I'm recording this awful game. Because I'm sure this is probably not even slightly interesting to watch, and I'm dying. Maybe I'll end up losing, so I'll actually have a reason to do a heavy weapons battle. That would be kind of novel. I'll explain that when and if it comes up. I would have to lose twice in a row for that to happen, though, and that's semi-unlikely. Well, it is good to know that Cobra Commander is way better than this guy. For all those times that you will play as Cobra, which is never, because you can't do that in this game. Also, yes, that little tank thing does fire randomly. Which is pretty awesome in and of itself. Except for when it kills you. And there went one life for me. We're going all the way this time, folks. You know, I really don't like that word. I don't know why. But I've already run out of things to say about this part of the game, so let's just end this one way or another. And that is going to be accomplished by simultaneously shooting each other. Which means that good old Commander will win. Yeah, he is kicking my ass, God. This is just embarrassing. It doesn't really matter, though, because this game, as you might suspect, is completely unwinnable, and I lost. And you get this screen regardless of win or lose, just when it loads up. The text scroll at the bottom will be a little different if you lose. If you win, rather. Which, ideally we'll get, but that gives us a reason to do one of these, because these rescue your guys. But, anyways, as you can see there are 8 Cobra agents. The game will only let you catch 5 of them, and then every time you catch one, another one will escape, so you can never actually win. In this mode, we control a vehicle. I chose one of the ground vehicles because the flying vehicles are kind of awful. And we have to go blow up some tanks. At which point, all of our captured Joes, in this case Spirit, the Native American, will be freed. Why can't I turn? Oh, you have to be moving to turn, I see. Anyways, that would be a tank. And wow, this controls as awful as you might expect it to. There's a reason why I didn't want to do one of these. I'm gonna fail this, too. Oh, that's awesome. I would like to win one thing. That's not gonna happen, though. Okay, there, we got one. Gotta find the other, like, 20 or so before I die even once, because I have spent way too many lives. And that is a failure. Well, this has gone pathetically. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna win one thing, just so you can see the win screen. And then... we will leave it for, Major Blood, I think, is their strong, slow guy. Let's take out, Blowtorch. This Blowtorch is awesome. He's got a flamethrower. Anyways, G.I. Joe needs to win the day at least once. They always lose the first few skirmishes, but they win when it counts. They somehow lose and win these battles without anybody hitting each other, but, okay, choosing the guy who wears yellow in the desert might have been a bad idea on my part. But yeah, Blowtorch's claim to fame is he fires a very slow-moving and very slow recharging projectile that does a shitload of damage. He's also perfectly camouflaged against the sight of the player. And hey, I took him out in 2 shots, I think, maybe 3. Also, I was wrong. This guy is not who I thought he was. I know one of their slow bruiser characters is Destro, but he did not decide to make an appearance today. Fortunately, this guy is way faster than I am, which is going to make hitting him a complete and total chore. Again, I think I can take more hits than he can, so I could just, go toe-to-toe. Come on, come back over here. Why is he not walking into my bullets? Assist me in winning, game. You know, I really wish I was playing Archon instead. Because I like that game. Unlike this mess. I don't much care for this at all. Especially since I can't just make this farce of a battle end. There. And this time, instead of seeing beware, Cobra is victorious, blah blah blah, bullshit bullshit, we get, curse you, G.I. Joe, blah blah blah, you may have beaten us this time, but we'll always strike back, and it always is the case that they will always strike back, because you cannot win. Anyways, with that out of the way, if we're going to have an endless battle with Cobra, there's only one way to do it right. It allows me to test a theory I have about certain actions making things far better, no matter what they might be. So I'll see you guys next time, and hopefully you'll enjoy the little show. Later.
Wherever there's trouble over land and sea and air, G.I. Joe is there. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Cobra. Joes will risk it all to end the evil call of Cobra. Walking tall with banners high, they sound the battle cry. G.I. Joe, there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there, fighting for freedom wherever there's trouble over land and sea and air. G.I. Joe is there.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.